This is a keep. We will need a lullaby soon, but at the very least we've got 2 draws here. I'm wondering if I'm going to Arcane Focus on the first turn or Shard of Instinct on the first turn. There's a few different builds of Kagulichu. I think I want 3 resources on turn 3. So in that case, I guess it would make sense to go with Shard of Instincts first. We're not doing much. Depending on how much pressure he puts on the board, we may go with the other Shard of Instinct. Just a Shard of Instinct for a Sapphire again with a Arcane Focus next. Yeah, that's perfect. So we're not under any pressure right now. Hey, Edwins, how are you doing today? Not too much pressure right now, so we can afford to take things slow. We still got a peek for next turn if we need to. And look at that, Chlorophylla, that will be 1 cost very shortly. Now, since we're facing Kagulichu, there's a good chance we face Hero Fall, and having 2 Cyclone Shapers in hand against Hero Fall is not that great. We'd prefer not to be in that situation. However, what do we do? The one thing we can do is play the first Cyclone Shaper, and if it gets Hero Fall, we can empower the one that's left in our hand. That way, we don't lose it to the trigger from Hero Fall. So there's that. I think that's Crusader. Yeah. Do we accelerate with Chlorophylla then peak, or do we? We're not under a ton of pressure. I think at that point I'd rather Chlorophylla into peak. And then put peak back into the deck with the Arcane Focus. Now we're getting it for 4. And can we afford to take another turn just to Zodiac Divination? If the first Shaper that I play is empowered, that would be way better. Rotten Rancor. So we need something big. Okay, so Rotten Rancor into Gargalit is not very good for us. Don't think I'll be playing troops anytime soon. Question here. Do we Zodiac Divination? Or do we peak? I feel like we peak. With 3 luck. Do we want Lullaby or Psychic Ascension? Yeah, we don't have that much. If we Cyclone Shaper, is just going to put the Gargalit, so that's not really plans right now. Just want to run to ramp. So we're taking a good amount of damage in the process, but Lullaby would only have bite us a turn. And I'd rather have Psychic Ascension, which is critical to our win condition there. Because as soon as we can Psychic Ascension, we're good. We're very short on health though. And this is going to be a problem. So the question here is, do we peak first? Or do we Zodiac Divination into something that costs 1 maybe? I think there's more. We'd like to see Chlorophylla, so let's try to fish for Chlorophylla. No Chlorophylla. We could Orica Song or Lullaby. We're at 6. Next turn we're at 7, so I guess Lullaby makes sense. It buys us a turn. It will lower the Psychic Ascension number as well. So to 9, and then next turn we can Zodiac Divination. It's a shame that our opponent has Rotten Rancor with something very big in the crypt. Really punishes any troop that we might play. I know it's going to happen as soon as we as soon as we ascend, but we'll see. This card is affected by Psychic Ascension. Yeah, Psychic Ascension is affected by Psychic Ascension. Alright. So, do we take 4 with a Lullaby in hand? It's not too bad, right? I guess I'd rather take 4 now and next turn Lullaby. Next turn we can Zodiac Divination and have Lullaby in hand, so I think this is the sensible thing to do at this point. Or we Mastery of Time. Is that the space where we Mastery of Time? I think we're going to be greedy with that. Since we have a Lullaby, I'm going to Zodiac Divination first. We're safe for the next turn. We've got 2 change course which costs 1, which is very, very good. And next turn we'll be able to double change course into Mastery of Time, into Psychic Ascension with something else, with all the cost reduction that we'll be doing, and we're doing Lullaby this turn as well, so that works pretty good for us. So this is lethal, so assuming there's no why would he do that? Okay. If he doesn't attack for lethal, I'm not going to use Lullaby. Okay, so this is clearly lethal. Psychic Ascension to 8. Okay, we're good. That still works. Chlorophilia. So we're playing a resource this turn. We're playing Chlorophilia this turn. I think we're going to go with the 2 change courses into Mastery of Time. Change course 1. Ideally we would want to play Psychic Ascension with a Lullaby in hand, so that we can start rolling with it. So this is what we're fishing for at this point. No Lullaby. Draw 2 cards. We're at 9, we're going to be at 10. I think we're taking the Oracle Song in this situation. Mastery of Time. The 2 change course that costs 1 seems like a good plan. I could have run the Lullaby as well. This is going to be a tight spot for sure. So this turn we're playing Sapphire. We're using our champion power on Lullaby and one of the Chlorophyllias. Then we ascend. Okay, this is where things will be very hard for us. Really need that peak to hit Lullaby, and even then... Oh, we've got Lullaby. Okay. We've got Lullaby, so we're good. Was very close. We're running very close to being dead, because he could just remove the blocker that we have, so we needed to draw Lullaby on the Oracle Song. That was our ult. Sure. So that was expected, and next time we need a pretty good turn. Alright, so Lullaby with a Performer. Actually, we might just be playing card that costs 5 or more. So Performer is very good. Very, very good for us. Zodiac Divination with a 5/5 or a peak that draws something else. I think we're going for peak. What we want is scheme or a mastery of time or a lullaby. So lullaby saves us at least a turn, one more turn. So let's still try to fish for a mastery of time, and we did get. All right, that will work. And this, okay, we're doing something. Crocozor is going to be a pain, but right now we've got our engine going. We're going wide, and opponent has 0 resources at this point, and we've got 1 change course. So this is 6. I think I'm going to empower this and play it with a 0-cost Chlorophylla and a 3-cost Zodiac Divination. And now we've got a few looks. The fact that we've got Chlorophylla here, we really want to hit a Mastery of Time. If we do, we're going to be in an extremely good position. Cliff, target troops gets flight. Okay. Why not you? That would be lovely. Alright. Okay. Chime of the Zodiac. We cannot really afford to play it this turn. Next turn we might. We've got a free change course still to work with and 6 resources, so it's not too bad. We've got a Mastery of Time. Okay, we're doing it. 8 cards. I'm not going to run the Arcane Focus this turn, and another Mastery of Time. Oh yeah, we got this. Continue combat. Attack with a flight troop that is very big. And next turn we can Chime of the Zodiac with Mastery of Time, and this should be the concession. Has to be the concession. Okay. We already played a Mastery of Time, right? I'm not... Do we need to play this one? We have another turn. I'm not sure. I have blank. Not sure if we have another turn or not, but I'm just going to end the turn at this point. Discard one of the Shapers. Okay, so we had another turn. Oh, all right. Oh, I'm not insane yet. Okay, so we place Chime. And now you know, you have 0 resources, and we're going to take a bunch of turns. So scheme, double scheme, and here's a concession. Okay, we made it. All right. So what do we bring in against this deck? I feel like we just bring some amount of Verdict of the Ancient King, and that should be most of it. We don't want to bring more troops. Do we reduce the amount of troops actually that we play? We just might. For 2 verdicts. And that's it. This is the game plan for aggressive deck, but we're facing a mid-range deck, so I feel like we have the right tools to fight. Just need a few verdicts, and that's it. Less target for Rotten Rancor is very important. He might just be siding them out, but still, is going to play some amount of removal, and because we're going wide and we're creating a lot of troops. I don't know, if we expect him to side out all the removal, then maybe we just keep the yeah, lullaby. Yeah, we've got a lullaby, okay. We've got some draw. Should be able to do something nice. That could work. Okay, so where are we with this? Let's see. With peak in hand, I'm going to open with a sapphire here. Because we don't really need 2 sapphires. 2 wild, we just need 1. What I'm concerned about is he bringing end disruption from the reserves? With the current meta, I really doubt that he would. But if he did, that would be a problem for us. So we'll see what happens there. Wow. That was bad. But he has a good chance to get something relevant. On a crack. Oh, scheme. Yes, we will. No problem. Scheme first, ask questions later. Get all the mastery of times. Now with 8 mastery of times in the deck. I really need to grab an alternate art scheme. You don't need more than one in most scenarios, but hey Fred, how are you doing today? Welcome back to the stream. Just doing a quick match here, well, a quick match, and then we're going to go into the spoilers and reviews. One of the great cards that was reviewed yesterday was the one on top here, and we'll talk about that pretty soon. So we're under pressure, but then again we have a lullaby, so it's not too big of a concern. Does he have ramp? No ramp, okay. And we did draw Mastery of Time, so we've got all the time that we need. Let's just put another Sapphire peak. I guess we're going to go with change course. Really wish I had a Chlorophylla for next turn. We're going to take 5. That's not a big deal. Next turn we can do something and lullaby into Mastery of Time if needed. We don't want to pull the trigger on Mastery of Time too quickly though. Oh wow, we're very lucky. Very, very lucky. There were a few things in here that were pretty great for him. So 7 is a big problem. We can take another hit. I think we will be taking another hit. Change course. Chlorophylla, please. Yes. 7, 8, 9. Can he do 5 more on the next turn? I don't think so. I think this is where we ramp. And scheme and peak. Alright, we're taking another big hit. Next we can Mastery of Time, and if we get a shard then we'll be able to Zodiac Divination plus Lullaby, and at that point we should be good. So that's mostly irrelevant for us right now. You should have used speed on the either the Crusader or the Hierophant. Hierophant with sacrifice and speed against us would have been way better. Way better. Alright, a shard. No shard, but a second lullaby is lovely. I think at this point we're still going to go. I'd love to see Chlorophylla again, at least once more. Since we have 8 Mastery of Time, I'm not too shy about using them here just to replenish resources and draw a card, hopefully a shard. We really need a shard. Really need a shard. Or a Mastery of Time. No, we're just going to fetch with a shard. We have all that we need in hand. Let's not be too greedy. Let us not be too greedy here. Sure. And pass the turn. Alright. So next turn we can Zodiac Divination into a shard and lullaby. And if we do, then we should be able to do something nice. So we're safe this turn. Hey Chris. Yeah, that's the that Ali and Trazi's build. I didn't modify it. Just wanted to have some fun with it because I really enjoy playing Winter Moon. Okay, no. Do we take the gamble? I don't think we take the gamble. It's too early for that. Let's just play. This is 5. Okay, so this is. Let's just play Oracle Song first. We'd like to see a shard. We didn't see a shard. We can play Chlorophylla. And now things are. We bricked a bit there, so we'll be in trouble next turn if we don't draw Mastery of Time. The fact that we didn't draw a shard was really big problem there. A shard would have enabled us to Zodiac Divination into Lullaby, and that would have made a huge difference. Now that we're forced to just Lullaby as is, it means that we need to find a Mastery of Time with Arcane Focus into lots of nice stuff. So not in a good spot right now. Yeah, the list is from Ali, it's not from Jeff. And Jeff made a good effort making sure that he gives the credit to Ali in his streams. It's really Ali Andrazi's. He was working on the chimes, on his chimes build, and migrated towards a build with Cyclone Shaper instead. So now we have a few looks for either shards or Mastery of Time. So first we're going to go with Arcane Focus. We did get a Mastery of Time. Okay. No shard though. If we're going to change course for a shard. We really need a shard. We really need Psychic Ascension, but we need a shard more. Alright, so that works. We need lullabies in spades. Then we Mastery of Time. We're not yet at a point where we can Zodiac Divination into Mastery of Time, but now that we have a shard, we can. So we need this Zodiac Divination to hit Mastery of Time or Lullaby. Okay. Nothing. There's nowhere where we win, so we lost. Sadly. And do we still keep it as is? I feel like this is the right way to go. With -2 Shaper, +2 Verdicts, I don't think we would change much. We missed on shard drop for a good portion of draws there, and this is really what killed us. That one turn where if we would have had a shard drop, we would have been able to Zodiac Divination, drawing 3 cards with minus cost, and also doing Lullaby would have enabled the whole deck to run. Sadly, we didn't hit it, but that's okay. Sometimes you look at the next 7, 9, 10 cards and you just don't get a resource. I don't think I played this wrong. Although if you guys in the chats put something weird, of course I'd be grateful if you let me know. Look at that, we're selling commons and uncommons for a ton of gold. This be the time to sell your stuff, right? You know, before the set comes in. There's a chance that I'll be opening 400 plus packs on release to get a full playset of everything at the start of the set. Not quite sure yet, but that might be something we're going to do. Okay, so Arcane Focus with Verdict and a bunch of stuff, so that's perfect. Let's keep that. Actually, I'm not even sure that Verdict are something that we need. Let's go with this. 450 with the primal will be I know a few people that did with 450 something in wearable with the primals and the extras that you have to work your way into a full set. And that's basically what they did, so I'm rooting for 400 something. Alright, Arcane Focus. We've got shards, so we're going to go with peak. Here, sure, this is what we need. Okay. We don't have Lullaby though, that's a concern. If they did get and win 10 million. What's the odd? So we've got one rare out of. Actually, I just running with the numbers I was given, but I never really sat down and tried to look at the numbers and see if they made sense. So you guys thinking that we're not under any pressure here, we're just going to draw cards. And we did draw Lullaby and Psychic Ascension, so that's perfect. Next turn, we just want to play a bunch of cards, so we're likely just going to peek into anything that we can play. Ideally a Chlorophylla. After this match, we'll be upping into the spoiler review. Alright, so we've got a Cyclone Shipper, but and he doesn't have the resources open for a Hero Fall. I just like to draw cards, but at this point drawing 5, is that what we want to do? 6, 5, 8, we'd have to discard. Did we play a shard this turn? Yeah, it might not be the time where we subject divination just yet. Let's just try to find Chlorophylla. We did not draw Chlorophylla. I'm not sure if we drew a shard. Yeah, we don't have. Let's go Rico's Song. Yay, we've got Chlorophylla, and we did play a shard, but next turn we've got, we can accelerate, that's perfect. Then we're probably around 95 rares, that's at 6, so if you were to hit each card 4 times exactly. Okay. Yeah, well, that, I think the reasoning behind like the 450 something is that if you calculate the number of rares plus the number of legendaries times 4, you end up with 400 and something, and this is what they were going for, and if you don't get, you know what, all the copies that you need, then you just trade with the value that the additional value that you have, the spur value that you have, and you should be able to reach more or less a full playset with with the packs. I'm guessing this is where it is coming from. Do we have to lullaby next turn? We don't. Since we don't have to lullaby next turn, I feel this is the right turn to Zodiac Divination then. 5. If he plays another Runeria Hierophant with speed, we're dead though. And that's a concern. That's a significant concern. So, you know what? We're just going to hold a lullaby on this one. Play this guy. He might be tempted to try and kill it. If he does, then we've got Verdict. And then we've got Lullaby. So we should be covered for this turn, but we need to draw a card next turn, and we will only have access to 8 resources. We might be cutting short here. Set 1 is the only set that I completely... So, oh yeah, we're definitely using Verdict on this guy. Not even close. Alright. I don't think we're chump blocking, really. Does it really matter? Next turn we might be dead as well, so... It's not lethal, we're not blocking. We still have Lullaby in hand. So next turn we can Zodiac Divination and still have Lullaby, which is very, very, very good for us. This is exactly what we need, so... Wow, that's a lot of shards. We need to make sure that we keep 2 for the Lullaby, actually. 2 or... oh yeah, so the plan changed. Next turn we can Psychic Ascension into Lullaby. Next turn we Lullaby, next turn we Psychic Ascension into Lullaby, and we hope to get any card draw in the meantime. That would be the plan right there. Here we're just going to attack. Because we're dead anyway, there's no secret, right? We either have Lullaby or we die, so there's absolutely no secret there. Not going to try to bluff something. They really did that, and I saw it was... Well, no. Still need near 600 blacks, yeah. If you open 30 Kismet Curio and a few row falls, you don't trade value because you don't have value. The other thing that will be interested with the new set is that the new set has a lot of... They're replacing our commons with rares, like Counter Magic, and the new... Well, it's not even close to being Howling Brave, but it's a rare. So... Maybe there's going to be more value early in the set with the rares than there usually is. Oh wow, we've got a free turn with no attack. Okay. Wow, I'll take that. No problem. This was big error. I really feel that this was a significant error. Psychic Ascension, we've got a Lullaby that draws a card somewhere. No, okay. Alright, so we've got 3 turns to draw something. Oh, that doesn't do anything for us. Okay. Well, we've got 3 turns to draw something that draws card and start going off from that. Lullaby 1. Oh, it's not too bad. Roost Bard. There's a low chance that we get anything that generates Valor, but that's still a card. Okay, so things that draw card. This is part of the things that draws card. Now let's start with this. Mastery of Time would be great. We have access to 7, so we are going to Zodiac Divination. Brood Baron is not bad. Free Strange Course, Chlorophilia, okay, we're doing something. Storm Drummer, alright. Access to 3 right now. Let's see what the created card is. Change course into a Mastery of Time for next turn, and this should leads us to close to victory at that point. There is a world where we don't even use Lullaby on the next turn, so should be interesting. Mess up my plan. Will most likely hold at 99 till set 5 rather than have primal for the new set. If you're comparing now prices whereas Coach will be around the new price time, even worse cards will be. Yeah, the cards like in the first week sells for so much that you sell your extras and you get an insane amount of value. And this is where there might be. Oh, I can't. Alright. I'm getting free turn. Well, I don't think there was a world where he could attack. Well, if he attacked with everything, I would have been forced to Lullaby. But then again, I'm getting a free turn because I didn't have to use Lullaby. So I'm being given a lot of opportunities to stabilize here by my opponent, and that's not something you want to do when you're facing this deck. You want to clearly I'm in the control position and my opponent is in the beatdown position, so you don't want to leave your control opponent with more turns than they need to. They tend to just draw all the cards that they need, and at that point you're just dead. So here I'm just going to go wide, really. As long as I have resources for Lullaby, I can just set up a Mastery of Time chain or something along these lines. So we're going to set up Peak. At this point, with the resource that I have, Scheme. Alright, that works. Just going to pass a turn. We're going to discard a bunch, but I really don't mind at that point. Unleash the Beast. Not great for us. So we're super right now. There's no evasion on their team. Even if he extensions and then play something with speed, we can Lullaby. So let's see, we discard 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 of each. Sure. Needs a lot of discard to get rid of Lullaby. Yeah. Well, usually opponents with any end disruption against this deck, usually you're in a bad spot because they just need to remove the one Lullaby that you have, and you're dead. If your opponent can remove the Lullabies in your hand, you're usually not in a great spot. Again, just attacking with the one troop doesn't really make sense, but okay. Oh, that was a reprocessor. I should have blocked with the Apprentice. Alright. It's not too bad. So let's try to go off here to shorten this match. We've got so many Mastery of Times. Okay, do we still have Mastery of Times in the deck? Oh, yes, we have one. Okay. Oh, that works. 214! I just was Cosmic like 3 days ago, so I started at 228. And I'm not sure I'll have the time to root for Cosmic Crown Showdown, the next one, but I do plan to play a ton of Constructed once we get a new set, and this is why I wanted to have a good card base for the new set. I might end up just keeping my resources and buying overpriced rares and legendaries that I need instead of trying to open packs and get them. Usually that's a better proposition, more functional one, but you get less value in total because you open less packs and you don't have tradables and things of the sort. So I'll try to see if I can set around like 450, 500 packs, something like that. If that's not feasible, then I just buy the rares that I want to play and we'll build deck around them. When is the CCS? We started this season January 1st, right? So the CCS would be in 2 weeks. I don't think we'll have the new set for the CCS. The CCS will be March 4th. Huh.